Many had described it as a marriage joined by the heavens when CK Akonnor was hired by the Ghana Football Association to replace Kwesi Appiah. But that marriage, since its dissolution 2 months ago, has become toxic, with Akonnor demanding $300,000 from the football governing body for the breach of marriage vows. He has played just 2 senior games, but in ultimate wisdom of Milovan rival Felix Afenajan deserves a call-up to the senior national team. Do we finally have a replacement for his namesake, Asamoah Gyan? Well, we'll be hearing from Milovan rival. Antonio Conte won his first game as Spurs boss when his team defeated Vitesse in the UEFA Conference League. These and many more with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi. Welcome to AM Sports. Let's start with the Black Stars of Ghana, where their head coach Milovan rival has defended his decision to include AS Roma youngster Felix Afenajan in his 28-man squad for next week's World Cup qualifiers against Ethiopia and South Africa. The Serbian tactician states that the 18-year-old has what it takes to make an impact for Ghana's senior national team as they seek to secure qualification to the next edition of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar.
I believe that people from FC Roma and Mourinho is a famous coach, he's well known for his accomplishments in his career. If they are assured to give him chance, for example, last match he played against AC Milan for second half, and if they think that he's a very young player and he has prospect, definitely we can see according to his performance that he's definitely promising talent, so why shouldn't we be assured that he deserves a chance? I think he's definitely promising talent and he should be around here, and he should be the part of this squad, because we always have to look for the future and we have to establish quality players for our upcoming challenges.
The Black Stars of Ghana will come up against Ethiopia on November 11 before playing South Africa on November 14 at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. So what is their itinerary like? Communications Director of the FA, Henry Asante-Chum, has been speaking to my colleague, George Adejunior.
As things stand, we wanted initially, we've been discussing with the ministry. We were thinking that because of jet lag and movement issues here and there, we wanted the players to arrive in South Africa straight from their respective base. But it is proving difficult because South Africa is not a country that issues visa on arrival. So it means you need to get your visa before you arrive in South Africa. So we've been collaborating with the High Commission in Accra. Fortunately, they've responded very well. All the players whose names appeared in the list, we will send their passport copies to the embassy by tomorrow. We've sent the initial one. We will follow up with the passport copies by tomorrow. And the visas will be issued on Monday when the players arrive physically, because they will start arriving from Sunday night through to Monday. When they arrive, we will pick all the passports and send to the embassy first thing on Tuesday morning. They've assured us that it will take about 1 to 2 hours to issue all the visas. Once the visas are issued, we will depart Accra in the afternoon of Tuesday, arrive in Johannesburg around 7 p.m. Obviously, the players will lodge into their hotel. We will do a shake-up in the morning, train in the afternoon on Wednesday, and play the match.
Now, let's talk about a former Ghana Black Stars coach, CK Akonnor, rather. He is demanding $300,000 from the Ghana FA for their decision to terminate his contract in September. The FA offered to pay him $50,000, but Akonnor says he deserves $300,000 instead. Secretary General of the Ghana FA, Prosper Harrison Addo, has told Joy Sports the association will meet Akonnor and his lawyers next week.
No, what I can say is that relationship sometimes in this football, sometimes we part ways, and when we part ways, we sit down and then ensure that it doesn't become an issue. Yes, so we wrote to them. We wrote to the coach, and the lawyer wrote back to us. And currently, there's a meeting that we need to have. We fixed one date; it didn't come on. We fixed another which coincided with the Congress. Yeah. Yes. And so currently we are liaising with the ministry so that we have the meeting. I'm sure early next week we'll have the meeting. And then So we agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's only one area that they have a different opinion. So that's what we'll sit around the table to look at. But outstanding payment, we all agree to it. Signing on fee, it's not a problem. It's only.
But the signing on fee has not been paid.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that it's not a problem. Those ones, there's no discussion there. The discussion is around
the arrest.
Yes, not the arrest. The arrest to the figure is known, so it's not a problem. Actually, if not because we wanted the meeting, those things something would have been paid by now. But we need to resolve where the 50,000 and the 300,000, that gap of 250.
Okay.
That's the only one.
Okay.
That's the only one we need to sit down and resolve.
Okay.
So we don't have huge challenges. It's those two.
So let me get a clarity. When he qualified us for the AFCON, he was supposed to be paid a certain package.
So I'm saying that everything in the contract.
Yes.
We don't have issues. The only issue is the departing. The
severance package?
Yes, the departing payment.
But isn't it $50,000?
That's what we said in our letter, and then the lawyer is saying 300. So you see, so that's that difference. That's the only one we'll sit down and look at. And then
what was in the contractual agreement? What was the clause? What did the clause say he will be paid if you decide to fire him?
Yes, so that's what I'm saying, that we think is
50,000.
And then they are saying that, okay, it should be 300. So we'll sit down as friends in the football, sporting community, we resolve it. But all the other things, we have no differences.
The full interview with the Secretary General of the Ghana FA, Prosper Harrison Addo, will be aired soon. But just to give you some perspective of why we are here, the decision of the Ghana FA to terminate the contract of CK AKONNOR on September 13 was after they were able to convince government that Ghana will not be able to qualify for the FIFA World Cup if they keep CK AKONNOR. In his contract that we are privy to, he was supposed to be paid $300,000 if he qualifies Ghana to the African Cup of Nations, and that there's no disagreement over it. Also, the agreement in the contract was that should they decide to terminate his contract, they will pay him $50,000. However, per the lawyers of CK AKONNOR, he deserves $300,000. They say $150,000 for what they describe as compensation package for damages because he has been fired, $100,000 for the remaining of his contract, and the $50,000 is what is the severance package. So in total, they want a little over $600,000. His arrears too were in the region of $425,000. So if you put everything together, if the FA is going to pay CK AKONNOR, it could be hitting $800,000 to $900,000. That's how the figures are at the moment. We are made to understand that there was a promise to complete the payment in September. That was not done. Attempts to meet the Ghana FA has not been successful because 2 times meetings have been scheduled. Both parties were not able to meet. Now, the lawyers of CK AKONNOR feel that it appears the FA doesn't want to meet him and they could be forced to go to the Court of Arbitration for Sport if nothing happens anytime soon. Now, let's talk about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Their Chief Executive Officer, Nanaya Amponsa, has told supporters that they can only admit 10,000 spectators to the YARA Sports Stadium as the team makes a return to their home ground. According to him, supporters should behave themselves to ensure that the club does not face any sanctions in the Ghana Premier League.
We are all excited about the fact that we are going back to YARA Stadium. And it's unfortunate we have only 25% at the moment, but we need to prove to government that we are capable of maintaining decorum, we are capable of maintaining sanity and discipline at the YARA Stadium. So I will urge all of us that even as we go to YARA, we are only capable of hosting 25% of the capacity of the stadium, which is 10,000 people. It's a stadium with 40,000 capacity, we can only host 10,000 people. So we should not jeopardize the opportunity to remain at YARA, because if we go overboard, we have sanctions from the authorities, we may have to move our home away from YARA. I don't think anybody wants that. Then again, if we don't maintain sanity there, we don't observe the protocols of COVID-19, then we'll have government and powers that be on our heels. And at the end of the day, we may not be able to justify that we are capable of maintaining that law and order, and therefore they should allow many more people to come to the stadium. So I'll plead with all of you, in as much as we want to have all of you there, we can't, because even if the full capacity of the stadium is allowed, we can only get 40,000 in there, and we have millions and millions of supporters. So I'll urge you that if you are not able to be at Baba Yara on Sunday, we would prefer that if you're unable to come, you support the team from home, wherever you are, so that, you know, we can continue to, you know, convince government that we are capable of, you know, observing the protocols and maintaining good health, so that they will give us even an increased capacity going forward.
From Asante Kotoko, we talk about Legon Cities now, and their head coach Maxwell Kanode says that his team's draw against defending champions Hearts of Oak is not a guarantee that they will win against newbies Real Tamale United. He believes they must work harder to pick maximum points.
We will not discuss our game plan here, but we only have to be cautious. We shouldn't think that we had a draw game against us. That's all. We don't have to be complacent. We know that they also played 1-1 with Olympics at home. Coming here, they also want to come and fight for points. So we just need to be careful and concentrate till the end of the game. I mean, now the game is everybody knows it. And if you are not on top of the game, I mean, teams can surprise you. And you know that normally the surprises in the first round, they happen a lot. Whilst teams are settling in, others are taking the opportunities to, you know, pile up points. So we just need to be careful, and we need to be well concentrated and make sure we also go in for the points.
Now let's take a look at the fixtures in the Ghana Premier League, and it starts tonight when Accra Hearts of Oak comes up against Wafa. Kumasi Asante Kotoko will play Bechem United on Sunday. Now these are the fixtures. On Saturday, Ash Gold will come up against Carlisle United. Legon Cities will play RTU. Then on Sunday, Great Olympics will come up against Accra Lions. Elmina Sharks will play Dreams FC. Ediana Stars will play Kim Faisal. Brekum Chelsea will host 11 Wonders, and Asante Kotoko will play Bechem United. These are the matches for match day 2 in the Ghana Premier League. Now let's talk about the UEFA Conference League, where Antonio Conte oversaw an entertaining 3-2 win over Vitesse in the Europa Conference League in his first game in charge of Tottenham Hotspur on Thursday. Son Heung-min, Lucas Moura and Jacob Ramosin Ongo pushed Spurs in control after 30 minutes before the visitors responded with Ramosin header and Matheus Berro strike in the first half. Thanks very much for joining us for AM Sports with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullah. Yesterday, we revealed that Afenajan might not come. His agent has hinted on his Twitter account that it's too early to rush in the youngster. So there's a possibility he will not accept the invitation to the senior national team. But we stand by as time will tell us some more. We appreciate your company this morning.